Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? I'm Planetary Defense Commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7. And I just want to say, it feels like the overall energy of the day has a quotation marks, lose your marbles, end quotation marks, feel to it. So do your best to keep under control and not let little things make you go Hulk. Okay? I promise you, you won't regret it. I don't know, man. Maybe 2 years of everyone in America yelling at each other about politics is doing something to our overall attitude and mental stability. Well, let's cut to the chase. We are going to be talking about two things in this very simple video. Number one, the hot heat, baby. And yeah, it's going to be scorching for a couple days. 100-degree temps all over the place. And then, rain. A whole lot of rain. Rain pouring down from the sky over the East Coast for about the next 2 weeks, on and off, non-stop. See, this is through August 4th. And remember, we have like the longest lunar eclipse in over 100 years on the 27th in about 8 days. And that usually adds some changes to the weather. So we need to be prepared for anything. So yeah, this is showing over the next 16 days. Some parts getting anywhere from 10 to almost 20 inches of rain. And remember, this area has been seeing a lot of rain. So, it is most definitely something to keep your eye on. Right now, me and Cranky Weather Guy and Brandon are playing a Price is Right game. Trying to guess on what the wind speeds are going to be for this strange storm that I've been watching since the first time I saw it pop out in models, like 2 weeks ago. Here, I'll show you. It's weird. It comes off like North Carolina, and it pops up, boom, 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 right through New York. Boom. Right now, I don't think Cranky's worried about anything other than like 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts or just wind. Brandon guessed 54 miles per hour, but my top wind gust, I said, you know what? I'm going to go with 77 because it's like Price is Right. It's probably too old for a lot of you, but just deal with it. Anyway, on here, it shows 56 miles per hour on the European, but the GFS shows, just like Cranky's saying, in your 30s or 40s. And Cranky's been on fire. So, but as usual, the American GFS model usually gets the rain corrector, and the Euro gets the wind corrector. But it looks like the east half of New York City and such is now scheduled to get a whole lot of rain. And this will be on Sunday. But, and here's the larger picture. As you can see, large portions of South America are going to get about 10 to 20 inches. Parts of Mexico, Guatemala are going to get a whole lot of rain. And then this part in here, you're going to get a lot of rain. But here's the thing that's like, it's like, I don't know. This is a horrible situation. We're looking at over 20 inches of rain to spots that have already gotten tons of rain. And that this wet pattern will shift to us in about a month. That's my guess. Another thing that I'm guessing is, we're going to look over here real quick, because the big player in all this is the Azores high pressure system that's just chilling out over in the Atlantic. See it? It's gigantic and enormous. We're going to have to invent a new word for how big it is. That's what she said. And this rain band, oh, it's broken. Ain't too shabby either. Anyway, so this thing is going to spin around like a windmill. Windmill? Wait, windmill? A windmill. You know. Okay. And since I'm Norwegian, I'm aware of the Dutch, and a windmill are things you had to wear wooden shoes to. You collected water or something. Maybe it powered electricity. What am I talking about? Oh, yeah. This is Azores High. So, yeah, this high pressure system is going to keep the majority of the moisture out, so the Atlantic and tropical moisture will combine with the Gulf moisture and some of the Pacific moisture and run up the wheel over about 2 weeks. And as we watch it increase, notice how it has some forms of rain from Texas along the coast, Florida, up the East Coast, almost nonstop. I'm not saying it's going to be nonstop rain, but I'm saying it's going to be on-off rain nonstop. And it's going to cause a lot of problems. See, there's a little storm that comes off the coast here and then boop, goes up into New York. And so, yep, this is going to cause a major situation. That I'm pretty sure of. So it's just something everybody needs to keep an eye out on. And then, where are we at? Boom. Okay, let's just look at it close up. How are you doing this morning? And also, I want to say, you guys are fantastic. Wonderful. Good morning. What'd you have for breakfast? So yeah, see how that's just the moisture. Okay. Now you get a little break. There's another thing that I'm watching this storm, because it seems like one part of the storm, this front that comes over here kind of does that landicane spin. And so I just keep seeing it as like a tail of the dragon that gets whipped up into here. But that's all on like screenwriting. That's not off any logical science that anybody else would use. But boom. So, but yeah, either way, now we watch. Once that storm passes, now it starts, which is like almost rain, rain, rain. And this is, from like 10 days. Just rain and rain and rain and rain. So, the time to plan and prepare is now. See how it's almost like binary? The two are spinning around each other. So, something to keep your eye on. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing. Now let's run down whatever the heck I got here. The Solar Parker telescope has been delayed. Hey, baby, could I charm you into evaluating the configuration of a cable clamp on my payload fairing? Baby. Right. And here we're looking at the Pacific, which I'm telling you is going to be undergoing horrific flooding and typhoons over the next 2 weeks. If we had our shit together, we could be doing what we could to help them. But we haven't really helped Puerto Rico much, so, or Hawaii, so that's not something that I'm going to push right now. Dada Boo, who I recommend following for all of his surfer wave insights. Yeah, he's pointing out that big swell that should be coming Sunday morning. Cranky's saying, I highly recommend reading Cranky's blogs on this. He is the go-to guy I go to. Synoptic winds will be modest with the system. 20s and 30s, no pressure gradient. Typical convergent wedge of breezy conditions. Look for gusty winds with thunderstorms when the low-level trough arcs northward. Otherwise, wouldn't expect anything significant, coastal storm wind-wise. See, that's why I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to go with 77, man. So, I just got a funny feeling about that one, but I could be wrong, and he's been righter than I have this season. All right. Extrapolate my fire. What am I talking about? Oh, Brandon. Coastal houses might get some gusty winds. Yeah, so he's in gusting low 40s. Boom, boom, boom. We'll have our troughing. We'll have our peak troughs arrive from the northwest and drop in. Yet our high is going to flex and shove this deep tropical ribbon back into the coastal plain. Cooler, yet muggy with persistent rainfall in the next 10 to 14 days. Yeah, lots of rain, man. NASA going back to the moon, maybe. Asterisk. All right. Here's the one thing I don't want to get political. My soccer ball buzz is wearing off. But it is weird to me. It was like, up until last week, people were saying President Trump is a Nazi. Now, today they're saying he's a puppet of a nation that has been invaded by Nazis in 2 wars. That sounds schizophrenic to me, man. You know? Like, at least stick with, you know, which bad guy he is. If you're going to say, you know. But yeah, there's your Azores high windmill. And definitely I think it's time for everybody to put aside their political bullshit because it's about to get wild. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. If I'm wrong, come back in a month and be like, you were totally wrong, man. The weather did not get wild. Things were pretty normal. And there was very little infrastructure damage done compared to the normal mean average. And I think mean and average mean the same thing. So, man, do I look dumb. Or whatever. 12 minutes. Why does time go by so fast? We're looking at this shit together. Anywho, I'd like to do a video on Jupiter's 12 moons. And that comet that BP just covered. Technically, I recorded audio for it a few days ago. But, because it's called like 2017 C, was it S3? And since I have a thing of nicknaming on my comments, I described it as Sexy 3. And I was like, dang, now I got to pick 3 women I find sexy. For their spirit, their je ne sais quoi, their intelligence, and their eyes. And then somehow I got stuck. I'm like, what is wrong with me? You know? No, probably not. Nobody even listened this far. Probs. I'm skipping out to Sunday. Because now that everybody's gone, I'm just going to be like, hey, okay, that's fine. I'll just be here looking at it myself. All by myself. Okay, now I'm just getting too corny. Yeah, I mean, to me, it still looks like it has. But he's saying there's going to be no low pressure system, where in here it doesn't look like there's much of a low pressure system. So, we'll just have to keep on paying attention. But that's what we do best. Am I right? But it's definitely going to bring a lot of rain and flooding and stuff. Oh, yeah. I'm sure Katya didn't make it this far. If watched at all. But that's definitely a lot of rain for New York City. Did I just lose New York? It's probably going to be hard to do. There it is. See, that's a lot of rain. And definitely looks like it could be a bit windy. Higher winds than normal, I would say. So, I will stay on top of this. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll do my best to stay cool as well. But I'm in Texas. It's about to get hot. We're going to see records fall. Yeah, that was another thing. Like, where are we at? Today's high 107. Record, 1925. Tomorrow's high 109, which would probably break the 105, if my math is correct. And Saturday's high won't break the 2012 record. So, I like F-35s. Anywho, yeah, that's just something to check out. I'm checking out now, but I'm sure I'll talk to you guys soon. Stay cool. Peace out. God bless everyone. And let's have a great week. Plus, keep your sense of humor today if you can. Focus on all that which you love. Okay? All right. Talk to you guys soon.